Hey, happy Friday. Terry Vanover here. Look, I just wanted to pop in because I did a really amazing video about, why you're a people pleaser and what you can do to stop people pleasing. We've been talking about that so much lately. And I want to talk about, some 3 steps that you can do to create those healthy boundaries so that you don't continue to let people abuse your boundaries, right? So let's talk about why you need boundaries, okay? Boundaries are really important because it helps you define who you are. And listen, boundaries also help others feel safe around you when they don't know what your non-negotiables and your negotiables are. People feel uneasy about that. But when people know where they stand with you, they see you as a leader, they see you as confident, they know, what buttons to push, which ones to not. You've all been around those people who have really stringent boundaries, and listen, they're just very confident. You know where you stand with them at all times. And here's the other thing, y'all, that it makes it really important. And this is why so many people pleasers get taken advantage of by toxic people and by narcissists, is because when you have strong boundaries and you know yourself, it protects you from others controlling you. So if you know who you are and you know what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate, then other people can't manipulate you. People won't manipulate you. So it's really important that you have strong boundaries. And I was doing some writing earlier today, and this really amazing thing about boundaries. Someone was talking about self-care, and I talk a lot about self-care, and there's so many misconceptions about self-care, that self-care is about taking bubble baths and drinking wine and having a girls' night out. And I'm like, oh my God, that's not self-care. Not for me. That is definitely not self-care. For some people, taking a bath, retreating, those are great things. If that's for you, super. But you know what is a part of self-care that's a really important part of self-care? Having boundaries. Boundaries is part of self-care. When you breach those boundaries, you're betraying yourself. When you allow breaches to your boundaries, it's a betrayal to yourself. And it leads to a lot of resentment against that person, resentment against yourself, resentment especially to yourself. And listen, not only that, it eats away at your self-esteem because you're betraying yourself over and over and over, and you're not sticking to, what you said you were going to do or what you said you weren't going to do. Then it erodes your self-esteem. So it's important that you do those little steps to build that self-esteem up, and that you have those boundaries. So, and another thing, about people pleasing, the thing about people pleasing, so let me tell you the underlying reason you have the people pleasing. It's because you lack self-worth. You don't love yourself. You don't feel that you're worthy. So you look to others to give you validation and to make you feel good about yourself. Right? So if you feel good about yourself and you tell someone no, and they get, they just say, I don't like you anymore. And you're like, okay, well, I like me, so there you go. You ever see those people and they kind of have that don't care if you like me, really don't care if you like me. And they really mean it. That's because they like themselves, and they really don't care about the approval of other people. And not those people just wear the mask of that, but those people who really, have that attitude of yeah, don't like me, okay, that's your prerogative. We have a saying in my women's business group, it's no one's business. It's not my business what you think of me. And I love that, right? It's not anybody's, it's not my business what anybody thinks of me. I don't, so you have to kind of get accustomed to that. So here's the thing, if you're a people pleaser, you don't really like yourself for, usually from childhood, you have childhood abandonment issues. And so you don't really like yourself. So you're constantly seeking the approval of others. If I do this, they'll like me. Oh, yay, I want them to like me. And, you know, if I don't do this, then they might not like me anymore. And here's the thing about that. If you are doing things to get people to like you, that's a form of manipulation too. That's an energetic form of manipulation. Like, I'm going to do this not because I really, really want you, but because I want you to like me. So if you're doing that because you want people to like you, that's a form of manipulation too. And if you say no to someone and then they stop liking you, that's a sign that they were using you all along, and it's not an authentic relationship to begin with. And they were never really your friend, because a true friend honors your boundaries, honors your desires, honors your wants and your needs. And they don't feel the need to, you know, get what they want. So if they're only with you because of what you're giving them, that's a form of manipulation, and that's not a true, authentic relationship. And we're here to build authentic relationships and have people that love us and honor us for who we are, boundaries and all, you know, and honor us because, oh, you need this? Okay, all right, then we'll circle back again and we'll do this another time. And if someone gets mad at you because you say no to them, you know, then you need to reevaluate that relationship if that's something that you want to continue, if they're not willing to honor you. And so that's the thing though. You have to work on your self-esteem and valuing yourself so that you know that your needs and your wants are just as important and just as valid as anyone else's. And you don't have to compromise your needs and wants for other people. You don't have to sacrifice yourself to make others happy. Your happiness is just as important as everybody else's. And the truth is, if you lack self-esteem and you lack self-worth, you're going to continue to give and give and give in the hopes that someone else is going to like you and approve of you. And when they don't approve of you, you're going to be triggered and you're going to want to try to get that approval back, or feel really bad about yourself instead of going, it's them, not me. So those are some things to think about if you're really struggling with self-esteem, if you're struggling with self-worth, if you want to heal your abandonment issues. That is what I specialize in, and I can show you exactly where that abandonment occurred for you and give you the tools that you need to heal from that abandonment so that you can put up the healthy boundaries and stop people pleasing once and for all and feel good about yourself. So if you want to know how to feel good again and heal your abandonment, reach out to me. I've got, you know, a couple of complimentary sessions set aside next week after the President's Day holiday, and we can hop on a complimentary session together and really get you feeling good once and for all. Set up those boundaries. It feels good. It feels so good. All right. I hope you have a wonderful Valentine's Day weekend. I look forward to seeing you this weekend. Let me know if you need anything. Enjoy time to yourself. Enjoy time with your children. Enjoy time if you've got a hot date. Keep us posted on that if that's what's going on, because we want to hear about it. So, all right. I love you. Have a great weekend. I will see you soon. Mwah.